What's up, Cowboy Nation and Cowboy Headquarters? It's your boy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, live, direct, and correct with some more news that you can use. And here I am with the heavy hitters. On my right is 21 Armando 21. Down below is Dallas Cowboy Chris. And right below me is B2 Real DC4L. So here we are on What's Up Wednesday. And we got a special guest today that we'll be bringing on here a little later, man. We got a lot to talk about today, man. And let's get right into it. So, fellas, y'all want to kind of give a little shout out real quick?
What is up, everybody? First of all, let me shout out you guys. Just want to say what's up. It's we had a show on Monday. It was a good show. We're back. We talking Cowboys. There's a lot of news going on, man. But we all know the hot topic, man. It's been a crazy week, and we're ready. We're ready for this.
Well, first of all, I'm tired of you and G trying to steal my hot topics, man. Y'all know that's my segment. I don't understand, why we got to keep going through this. Hey, if y'all don't talk to my agent B, it's gonna be a problem, because I've copyrighted it already. It is mine alone. But hey, man, what's up, fellas, man? Glad to be with y'all, man, on this wonderful, rainy and cold Wednesday night.
Well, we don't get snow, we get ice. So get ready, y'all. We all might be home tomorrow.
Track cock.
What's up?
You got it. There you go.
B2 Real in the building.
All right, that's what's up. What's up, B2 Real? Tell us something. What's going on for the day?
Man, ain't nothing going on. Got some bad news. I'm all alone. I don't have my good co-star tonight. He won't be in the building. But I'm glad to see G, number one Cowboy fan in the house. 21 Armando 21 and my aunt, Dallas Cowboy Chris. What's up, fellas?
Yes, sir. Well, hey, man, let's jump right on into this because last time we was here, man, folks didn't want to hear about all those playoff guys. Let's get into some Cowboy talk. So we ain't waste no time tonight, man, because an hour goes fast. We be chopping it up. Like I say, this is not a politically correct channel where we just come together and talk Cowboy talk. So here we are. Getting ready to get right into it in this Cowboy huddle where we come together and talk about Cowboy talk. And with that being said, I want to jump right off the bat, the BACK, about this situation we got in Miami. So now Miami has two finalists. Which we know Jim Harbaugh just got the job at Minnesota with the Minnesota Vikings. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did take that job. So come to find out that Miami, we're told, has created a two-person final list in their search for the next head coach. The Dolphins are conducting second interviews with two offensive coordinators, Keller Moore, that is, and the assistants from the team that ousted us out of the playoff, which is offensive coordinator Michael McDaniels. So here they are right now. They're down to two finalists, which I done already told you that Keller Moore is going to get that job. So yes, I think it's going to be a done deal. With this other assistant coach, I don't think he got the smarts that Keller Moore has. Keller Moore is a very smart, intelligent coach that he can really do some good over there in Miami, and I'm sure he can just bring them up to.
Hype them up.
You know what? I want to start off by, I'm hoping if there's anybody from the organization of Miami, I want to give a good recommendation to Mr. Kellen Moore. This man is top of the line. I highly recommend it. You guys, if they need a letter from me, a pen, I will personally pen a letter for them.
a recommendation.
Yeah, a recommendation.
Hey,
what do you think?
Miami, if you're listening, he's very consistent. Okay, you can always count on him.
Come on, Chris. Talk to us, Chris.
I was Chris. I need to know what my boy Dallas Cowboy Chris got to say. He's shaking his head.
First of all, okay, I'm not gonna allow y'all to just fool Miami like that, okay? Because there are smart people in the world. Well, let me take that back because Miami fired their coach and they about to go through a lot of things on it. Oh, that's on Hot Topic.
So let's sell them. Let's sell them the wolf ticket, man.
Hold on. So this is what I'm saying. If Keller Moore is a finalist for the Miami job, hey, Miami must know something that we don't know. So congratulations, Miami. I'm gonna congratulate you in advance. Hope you enjoy it. You know, hey, he's gonna start out hot. Y'all might start off 6-0, but after that, it'll be downhill from there.
Wow, that's crazy. But but that's where we are, man. Right now, what they're saying is Keller Moore is basically probably the guy that could comes up as their head coach.
So let me ask you guys this: Kellen Moore leaves. Does Mike McCarthy take over the play calling?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because then this is the next topic that I came across. So basically, your boy, I don't know, Stephen Jones must be drinking that Hennessy like I be drinking or something, because Stephen Jones actually made a statement about Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy. So let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I couldn't believe he said it, but it makes sense. So let me see if I can find this here, man. But basically, I want to get the correct statement. So basically, I can't find it right now. But so basically, what was said, Stephen Jones said that they could stomach it better if Kellen Moore left than Dan Quinn. That's coming from
kind of a shots fired there.
Yeah, pretty much. So he's more, and he also mentions what. Then listen to this, because he did mention. He said, "Well, because of Mike McCarthy have called plays before as an offensive coordinator and also won a Super Bowl." So ad-libbing, of what he said, but paraphrasing. But basically, that's what he said. He can stomach it better if Kellen Moore leaves than Dan Quinn were to leave. So what y'all guys think about that?
He's not lying. I think I think we all had the same sentiment at the before we heard Dan Quinn was staying, that we would rather have Quinn stay and Kellen Moore leave. So I don't think there's a big liking for Kellen Moore in the Cowboys family because of his inconsistency. So I'm hoping Miami, just like I said, if they need a letter of recommendation, I got it. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel, man. Kellen Moore, hopefully.
What do you think?
Well, I don't understand how the Cowboys made him boy wonder. Now they can I wonder where the boy went. Okay, so what happened to that? Excuse me. That confidence that they had in their offensive coordinator, they kept him when they hired the head coach. So all of a sudden they don't even care about him anymore. And you know why? Because they had that shades of Jason Garrett in their head. They thought he was going to be the head coach. He's going to be the boy wonder, the genius, and they found out he wasn't really. It's a family show. He really wasn't much. Okay. So now that's why us on the Dallas Cowboy huddle, we sitting there saying, kumbaya, see you later. Armando say bye in Spanish, adios, all that shit. They don't care. They like deuces, okay? And it's amazing how
kick rocks,
all that, man. It's amazing how the man went from way up here to Gary's height, way down there. It's just funny.
Yo. We on a touchy subject.
I'm just joking, bro. I'm joking.
Be too real. It's not that funny, okay? It's not that funny. Just because I'm vertically challenged doesn't necessarily mean I can't dunk.
I was just joking, bro. I was just joking.
Stephen Jones,
just to make Brandon laugh. That's all.
Stephen Jones obviously has a weak stomach. Okay, he can't stomach Kellen Moore.
And
You know, like we Dallas Cowboy fans can. We can stomach him so much that we're ready to vomit him out. He stinks, and he needs to go. That's all I
Well,
have to say about that.
my issue was, man, it was like, okay, we 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 brought this guy back, man. It was like, okay, so there has to be some accountability. Somebody, you have to point the finger at where the problem stemmed from. And by them just bringing Keller Moore back and just going on about their business, like, okay, wait a minute. So nobody's being held accountable. We're just going to say it was a bad year and we're going to move on. So, and this is another thing I'm going to say. Stephen Jones also talked about these big payday guys. He's talking about DeMarcus Ware and some of these other guys and the expectations from the front office, what they expect from these players. So Stephen Jones continued to kept saying, well, this is what we expect from the players. And, we pay them all this money and this is what we want to happen and things like this. But again, you got to understand where the problem stems. And it's no way in the world you have that many Pro Bowlers or elite players that we have and not be productive. So I'm sure amongst the four of us, we can figure out where it stems from. So why is it that Stephen Jones and the rest of these guys, the front office, can't figure out, say, hey, this is the problem. This is the problem right here. Why is it they can't? I mean, what is it they're trying to do? Are they trying to play lowball this thing or downplay it? What do y'all think? I mean, y'all tell me, because I'm confused.
You see, and my thing is with that is, I think that again we go back to the Jason Garrett. He has to have some sort of bond with somebody within the organization that he's being kept around, and then it goes back to, so what if he stays? What what then? Where do we go from there? It's like G said, is somebody gonna point the finger? Somebody gonna say, okay, he's staying, but you know what? You're not gonna do this, or we need accountability, because this is the what if. What if he stays, and what if he doesn't go?
Chris, what do you think, man?
I think we've already said it all, really. I mean,
but now I'm talking about with the front office. I understand what we're talking about.
Well, the front office, all right, man. We know everything run through Jerry. Okay, we all know that. All right. So when Jerry has his favorites and he has his when he gets stuck in his ways, man, there's nobody that can change it other than Steven. Okay, but if him and Steven got the same mindset, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so I don't know, man. Until I hate to say this, Jerry dead and gone, it's going to be a status quo. It's going to keep happening, and that's just something that we have to get used to, because Jerry is Jerry, and I quit questioning Jerry a long time ago. Would get a GM and all that, because we just wasting our breath, because we know Jerry's still gonna run things the way he wants to. It don't matter what we say, what the media says. Jerry gonna be Jerry.
Okay. And that is the problem, because we already talked about this Trojan horse situation, because basically that's what he's done. He's had his hand in the thing since day one, and we hadn't done anything since Troy Aikman retired. And here we are looking at Joe Burrow's been in the league for 2 years, and he's already in the Super Bowl. So again, there has to be some accountability. Here's a question real quick, and we're going to talk about this. Lorraine asks, so Washington has a new name, Laugh Out Loud Commanders. Lorraine, hold that question, because we got a special guest from the Washington Commanders that's going to come on here shortly, and he's going to share with us what he thinks about the new name and things like that. So we're going to hear from him shortly, probably in the Hot Five. So we're going to definitely bring that question up, because I got a question about that myself, about that name. But anyway, so again, we got Jerry Jones with his hand in the cookie jar, as always, and here we are, continue trying to get over the hump, and we continue to fall short. We finished with 12-5, and we still went home in the first round. So that's a big letdown. That is a very big letdown. So let's go in here and let's get some of these questions, man. Let's see. We got some questions. Okay, here's a question right here. Let's talk about this. Track Hall, my man, 432. You supposed to be one of my high fives tonight, brother. So I hope you're ready. Should we bring back Jalen Smith and why? Well, go ahead, Chris. You on it.
Go ahead,
brother.
Chris. You started
All
off.
right.
I heard you.
All right, man. Look. This is so easy. It is so easy. Jalen Smith's performance in the last 2 years was probably the worst linebacker play I ever seen in my life. Okay. Jalen is a lot of hype and no substance. Jalen can't tackle. He can't fill the hole. He's slow now. It is terrible. They released him for a reason. It wasn't for that money in their contract. It was because Jalen literally couldn't play anymore. And you showed on the field. Every time you see him backing up 12 yards and he dive on the tackle and get up celebrating like he done something. Jalen Smith was not the answer for the last 2 years. The Cowboys saw it. They cut him. So no. If the Green Bay, he never got on the field with Green Bay. They needed linebackers. He got on the field with the Giants, and the Giants was just trying to fill spots because their whole team was hurt. No.
Plain and simple. And exactly, I think Chris is right. Everybody saw his decline. His decline went down. His speed. You know, I think we held a lot of sentiment was held on to Jalen Smith because of the, you know, we drafted him. We took a chance on him, and he was a Cinderella story, you know. So everybody loved it, but you know his time was up in Dallas. His skill set wasn't as good as we had hoped, you know. So it's a no, you know. Jalen Smith, no.
Okay, so we'll wait on B2 Real, but I'm gonna go ahead and kind of jump in on this this question. Personally, I feel that Jalen Smith was, before there was Michael Parsons, there was Jalen Smith. Now, and I say that to say when he was at Notre Dame, he was an edge rusher. He was an edge rusher, and that's how he got noticed for his sacks, doing the same thing that Michael Parsons was doing. He comes here. He does okay because he was up under Marinelli. And Marinelli kind of put him in a good situation where he didn't have to cover a lot of field. But one thing we have to understand about Jalen Smith is not a cover guy. That's like we're asking Randy Gregory to drop back in coverage, or we're talking about DeMarcus Lawrence dropping in coverage. If you go back and look at Jalen Smith when he was in college, he was known for rushing off the edge or his blitz packages. So personally, under Mike Nolan, I cannot grade him under one of the worst defense in the world, Craig, in the world. I cannot grade him on that. I would rather see him again as a pass rusher. I mean, when I was in Oxnard, I saw him working over there with Randy Gregory as an edge rusher. You know, they had him over there, but, you know, we released him because of the, you know, the contract and things like that. But I really think he has to be put in position in order to be successful. Mike Nolan, I cannot judge him on Mike Nolan's terrible defense, but I would have rather seen him one more year doing some of the packages that Michael Parsons was doing. I mean, that's just where I look at it, but he's not a drop back and cover guy, you know, but that's what Mike Nolan wants to run. We gave up the most points in history of the Cowboy organization under Mike Nolan. So, you know, I mean, he wasn't great, but he wasn't bad, but Mike Nolan didn't help the situation either. So that's just my take on it. So I don't know. It just, you know, I don't know. I doubt if we bring him back, he's worth too much money. But with you guys saying that, I got a guy I want you guys to see. Film time. How about that? Let's just check this out. This is a linebacker that I was looking at, man, and I want to see if you guys can you guys see that? No?
Not yet, no.
Okay, let me get you guys on first. All right, let's go here. Okay, this is Chris. I'm sorry, his name is I'm gonna pull him up right now.
Christian Harris.
That's it. And let's go into now. Just watch this kid, man. He's let me see here if I got his out of Alabama. He's a dog to me now. To me, I like where he flies to the ball. I mean, he brings the pressure. I mean, he has a motor. You know, if you could, and just think if we could add this guy with Michael Parsons, somebody that's aggressive, you know, he drops back in coverage real well. This is one of my favorite plays right here. Bang him. He will bang you. Now, what is our chances of getting him? I'm not sure. But there's several linebackers out there, man, that I like it. I love it. I love it. I mean, you get him with Michael Parsons, and that's not afraid to come downhill and put his pads on you, and he's playing middle linebacker. So now not only you got Michael Parsons, but you also have this guy as well. Oh, my gosh. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that, but I'm just saying that is something that that's pretty scary, man. What do you guys think about this guy?
He looks fast, and like you said, he looks like, you know, he's ready to lay that wood on everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
buffering a lot, so I really couldn't see.
It was buffering.
Yeah, it was buffering a lot on my end.
Okay, were you able to see it, Chris?
Yeah, I know about the kid. I think that the kid from Georgia is actually better than him. I forget the name. They actually got him in a couple of mock drafts.
Yeah, his name is Nakobe Dean.
Yeah, they got the Cowboys in a lot of mock drafts taking him number one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't know if we can get him.
You know, it is what it is. My whole focus, you know me, I still think offensive line first 3 rounds.
Yeah, well, yeah, I understand. Yeah. And if you could, man, sometime find a film and we'll put it up, man. Who you think that because I got another guy. He's a free agent, man. He's a free agent with the Chicago Bears, man. What is this guy? I think I had him up here. James Daniels. James Daniels and the guy. So he's another guy that's be a free agent that we probably can afford. He's only like $7.25 million a year for, you know, probably got to shell out about $25 million for him. But so anyway. All right, guys. So all right, let's see. I'm getting the thing that we want to go to the top 5. So let's move to the top 5. All right. So let's go with our guy, man, that we got on a hold right here. Let's bring him in.
What's going on? Oh yeah, okay, bro.
What's up? What's up, we sport?
Hey,
man. Hey, we're gonna welcome you with open arms, man, because you know this is what we do. We appreciate you coming on, bro. I mean, taking the time and coming on. This, guys, everybody that's watching, this is our 400 subscriber. Yes. Forever. Okay?
Yeah. Until the Cowboys beat Washington in the divisional or like whatever in a playoff, then I'm gonna have to unsubscribe then. But you know, I'll keep it as it is now. Hey, I want to appreciate y'all for having me on, man. I'm having a little computer trouble, so that's why I'm on the phone right now. So yeah.
So anyway, let's get to the hot topic.
Oh yeah, let's just talk about it, man.
What do you think about this commander name?
Shit, you know, it looks cool. I like it. It's a new name.
I didn't ask you how it looks. I said,
hey, bro, you be reminding me every day about that damn flag that you got in the back of your room. So I'm gonna tell you how I feel about the damn colors. Okay, good God, relax. No, man, I think the colors look good, man. But I like the name Commander. It's unique. I think it has a meaning to it, to where it's ain't nothing like the Redskin meaning, because you know obviously that wasn't a nice meaning. But the Commander meaning, I like it. I feel like it's you know it's cool. It's unique, generic. I feel like it has really no story behind it unless there's a story to be built to it, and which is what we're gonna do. You know, for the name that's gonna be
there's a story behind it.
Oh, there is. What's the story, if you don't mind me asking? Because I genuinely, I haven't really read too much on it because I didn't even know what the name was going to be. And then, honestly, so when the name was decided, I didn't really look into the history of why it was picked. So
just from our perspective, you go from the Redskins to the people that actually killed the Redskins.
Shit, man, when you put it like that, yeah, that's pretty messed up. Hey man, you know what? Listen,
Yeah,
bro,
you-
I don't decide the names here, bro. Don't be coming at me
Gary,
because I don't decide
he's our
shit.
guest, Gary. He is our guest. How are you gonna
Well,
treat him like this, man?
I mean, this is what
Nah,
we do. This is like barbershop talk. This is what we talk about. We
no,
just,
man, but I feel you 100%. I mean, I know that the name. I mean, obviously that don't really sound right when you put it into
Put it
that
like that.
perspective. Yes, it don't sound right. But no, I mean, you know what? At least I don't know. I guess there's just gonna be a new, building behind it, which I guess I kind of like. So I'll take
What do
that.
you think about that black jersey?
He sounds so deflated.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro, you killed my hopes and dreams on the damn team name now, bro.
This is what we do at the Cowboys huddle.
Here's what we do at the Cowboy Huddle: we destroy the dreams of kids who have who get a new team name.
I'm just saying when I heard that, I'm like,
Hey,
that's strange. I mean,
hey man,
but that's okay.
Only I hit below the belt. You supposed to be the Pope, okay? And you over here hitting below the belt. But you invite the man on, and then he all excited, and then you gonna hit him like that, bro? Come on,
Nah, it's
He gave
cool.
a great answer.
Hey, you know what? It's fine. Because you know what?
He's-
Every time I get insulted by a Cowboy fan, I really don't take it too seriously. Because you know, at the end of the day, it's just I know somebody have to take care of them boys in the first round, so it's whatever. I'm cool with it. This year it was Jimmy G. I mean, shit. You know,
Hey.
let's just get the cat out of the bag.
Hey, Chris,
So what do
I
you
don't
think
know
about
why you hating from outside the club. You can't even get in.
Oh. Hey, bro, I'd rather know I'm not gonna get in than get in and get kicked out 20 minutes later, bro. I'm okay with that.
So tell us a little bit about your team, man. What are y'all expectations? I mean, where do you guys got to build at? What do you
Quarterback.
see 2022?
Quarterback, man. That Monday night football game didn't teach you enough about what we needed. I thought we got destroyed.
Well, we want to hear from you guys, man. I mean, where do you start?
You start at quarterback. I mean, that's obviously the most important position on the football field. I think everyone who's a football fan knows that it's, you know, it goes quarterback, left tackle. I mean, that's the quarterback position is the most important position in all of football. And if you don't have that, you just have a bunch of guys running around in a circle, and you kind of just have some dude just either throwing it down deep, or you just have some, just someone fumbling, throwing picks and all this stuff. So we need a leader. That's what we need. We need somebody in the locker room who you're down 12. That quarterback ain't gonna go in there and be like, okay, guys, let's go win this game. I want a quarterback who's gonna be pissed off when they're going in there at halftime, and I want them going at every single person that's making a mistake and tell them what they're doing wrong. I want that kind of leader. I don't want no soft leader. Like, guys, we can win this football game. I want the dude walking in there cussing out everybody who's been messing up and all this stuff. Believe me, I want a leader. I want somebody who's a badass leader.
I got a question for you, brother.
What's up, man?
I watched every Commanders game for the last maybe 15 years because my son is a Commanders fan. I know.
Hey, bro, you raised him right. You raised him right. What do you mean,
happen
bro?
in your family that you wish you could take back, but sorry, he is my son.
Yeah.
Okay, I want your opinion.
Okay.
About your defense. The season before last, you guys were at the top of the top, being rated as one of the best defenses in the NFL. And this year they played like one of the worst. What do you think was the problem with your defense this year?
Communication and leadership. There was not enough communication going on the defensive side where I really felt like there was no true communication. You saw that there was a lot of blown coverages in a lot of the games that we played. Perfect example would be the Giants game week 2 when we let Darius Slayton go over top on William Jackson and just completely burned him on just a little 2 route. I mean, that stuff can't happen. You got to stick with him the whole way through. So there's a lot of communication issues. Leadership too. That's a ton of young guys in there. That's what a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of young people there. I think like the average age on that defense is almost 25, 24. So there's no legitimate leader. And we had a couple leaders last year. We had like Michael Kendricks, Thomas Davis Sr. We had Ryan Kerrigan, and they all left. Retired. So
I thought Kerrigan was a big loss, man. I couldn't believe y'all let Kerrigan walk away, man.
Man, he went to the Eagles too, bro. That made me even more mad too. That was horrible.
In the same division.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. But no, I think it just comes down to leadership and who we can really look at the end of the day and be like, this guy's our leader. And we just have the pieces, but we just don't have the guy that can lead us. Now, could that be Chase Young? Maybe. Could it be Montez Sweat? Maybe. You don't know. We'll never know. We won't know till game time next year. That's how I feel about it.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that the Commanders go after a big name quarterback?
Yeah, I do. I've been hearing a lot of rumors about Russell Wilson, Derek Carr.
Ooh, that's a good one, Russell Wilson. Dang,
But the problem with Russell Wilson, dude, is that listen, people are gonna think I'm crazy, man. But I don't want Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't want Aaron Rodgers. And the reason why is, bro, I ain't giving him my future for a 3-year rental. He's 30-some years old, man. He'll be out of the league in 3 years. I mean, it's just I don't want that, man. I don't want that. It's not what I really want. And Russell Wilson's nice, but the hand injury really did a lot to him, man. It did a lot, man. You could tell that he was not playing like Russell Wilson. Yeah. And then there's Derek Carr, where there is a potential trade that could happen. It's just if the new GM is looking to rebuild, you know what I mean? So it really comes down to that.
What about Deshaun Watson?
Hell no, man. Hell no. And the only reason why is that he's a phenomenal athlete. He's a great quarterback. I have him ranked top 5 when he's playing. He's a top 5 quarterback in my eyes. He's proven it. I mean, look what he did with that Texans team. He made that Texans team damn near look like a 3-4 seed in the AFC.
Right.
Now, the issue is those cases, man. I ain't giving up my future for somebody who ain't cleared.
True that. And I think that's a big issue with a lot of teams, with the baggage. Mm-hmm. But man, I mean, if he can get through whatever the case may be, man, he's definitely going to be awesome. I think that Cleveland is actually really trying to pick him up, man. So I don't know. It'd be something to see, man. But hey, we sport, man. We sure appreciate you coming on, man. We got to get 2 more in here, man.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, man, appreciate you subscribing, man. We're gonna definitely be backing you, but we ain't expecting y'all to beat us. You heard?
I will say one thing before I do go though. And this is gonna be a surprise. I do not hate the Cowboys as much as I hate the Giants. I do hate the Giants a lot more than I hate the We Them Boys. That's a shocker.
We hate Philadelphia.
Yeah, I was
hate
Philadelphia.
We hate Philadelphia.
See, but Philly, bro, the problem with Philly is, man, they don't be talking as much as Giants fans, bro. They don't be talking that much, man, because they know they place. They know they got the 1 ring. They know that they got to stay at the bottom, bro. They ain't like us. They don't know what 2-time is. They don't know what 3-time.
We hear a lot down here in Texas. We hear a lot from these darn Texas. I mean, these Philly fans, but that's a whole nother story.
Man, just get them new noise cancellation AirPods, bro. That'll solve your issues. I got
there you go. I like that. All right, we spoke, man. We appreciate you, man.
Peace out, man.
All right,
have a good night, guys.
All right, you too, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, big dog.
All right. We moving right along.
If you guys get a chance, follow him on TikTok. The dude does a lot of stuff. He's on TikTok. He's on YouTube. So yeah, check him out, man. Shout out to We Sport, man.
Okay, is that his name on TikTok?
We Sport, yeah.
Okay. All right, we got our next man up, my man, Reckham Tech. You understand me? Yeah, we got something in common. My man, Trackhawk, man. Come on in, Trackhawk. What's up with it?
What's going on, gentlemen? How's everybody doing today?
Say, man, don't you start getting professional now, don't you? What's up, gentlemen? No, man, we don't hear all that.
Hey, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody, shouts out to everybody. You guys are important, man, to the Cowboys Nation. Without you guys, you guys wouldn't be doing what you're doing. So shout out to you guys for doing what you're doing.
Right on, man. We appreciate you, man. So, hey, and I see that you got some loyalty to Texas Tech, man, right?
Who's this?
I can't see. Who is that?
It's Jerry.
Oh no, Jerry who?
Jerry Jones when he's in Arkansas.
Jerry right there.
Jerry Jones when he played guard at Arkansas.
Oh my gosh, bro!
What I know?
Jerry Jones.
Like Cowboy Chris. I'm an offensive line guy, so I gotta represent.
Oh, yeah. Jerry Jones, man, you went way back in the archives for that one. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's how you come on the show and represent right there. You come with something unique, bro.
Always.
Yeah.
So what you think about what's going on? I know you asked a question about the pros and cons about Keller Moore, right? Is that what you was asking?
So you think, my opinion with Keller Moore, do we leave something on the field that with all our weapons that we could have seen what happened, or do we wait for that next person to come in, with a good mind, play set, knowing how to use the weapons and become more of a dominant threat in the red zone?
What do you think, Armando?
Man, I honestly think that we need to, move on. We need to get somebody with that that mentality that to get us there. To be consistent with the play calling because Keller Moore is just it wasn't it, man. It wasn't it. We saw it in the playoff game, but I think we need somebody new. I would love to see just Mike McCarthy take the reins. Let Mike McCarthy do the play calling, be the head coach.
My better question is, what happens if he doesn't get the job? Okay, what is our expectations then if Kellen Moore is back next year? Okay, that's what I want to know, because it is a 50-50 chance that he's back. Okay, he don't get that job in Miami.
No, he's getting the job.
Well, we hope he get the job. But what I'm saying is, where do we go if he's back? Okay, is our head coach gonna call the plays, or is Kellen Moore gonna call the plays? Are we gonna change our scheme, or are we gonna stick to status quo? That's what we were talking about with the front office, also sticking to status quo. Making adjustments, just like I hate to bring back up old stuff, but how the Bengals did in the second half, adjustments and win the game. Our coaching staff, especially our offensive coaching staff, don't make adjustments, and it's very frustrating. So I want to think about it like this: what are we going to do if he comes back?
I think if he comes back, we have no other choice but to, as a for real Cowboy fan, expect the best. But in reality, if we was to really consider what's going to happen, I don't think a change is going to happen, because it's Kellen Moore. I mean, Kellen Moore had the offensive weapons to make anything happen that he wanted to. He didn't make any adjustment. You saw on numerous occasions, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, he goes, he'll throw the ball 5 yards out. That's not cutting it, man. You have to be an offensive mind.
Creative. Be creative.
Yeah, absolutely creative. With me and Chris, what did we see when we were watching the Kansas game? Not to bring that up again, but we saw a lot of pulling from the offensive linemen. Yeah. We saw a lot of coaching. We saw a lot of things that we don't see with the Cowboys that we need to see. It's necessary for us to see in order for us to see a W.
You know what? And we used to see those things. We used to see Zeke on the screen and have that line pull, but what happened to all that?
That was up under Scott Linehan.
Yeah,
Scott Linehan. That is how Zeke got his 2 rushing titles, because Scott Linehan believed in running the ball first and then throwing the ball. So then we got Keller Moore. Keller Moore come with this Boise State 5 wide, throw first, run second. So that's why we saw
Jack called it Madden 2018 playbook. That's what Trackhawk said.
So Trackhawk, what do you think, Trackhawk?
Man, like I said, with Zeke being hurt and everything like that, I mean, shit, guys. I mean, look at all the weapons. Tony Pollard. I mean, there's people saying, "Oh, he needs to be RB1," which I don't know what your guys' thoughts about it. But in my opinion, I thought he should have been RB1.
Especially when you got an injured running back. I mean, he's injured. But here's my problem. There's no one that's coaching. I think the players are coaching the team. It's not the coaches coaching the team. What Zeke said. Zeke said, even though his knee was injured, he said they're going to have to drag me off the field. Well, that should be a coach's decision. No, you're not. You'll get some touches, but we're going to let Pollard be our main guy today. Then we set Pollard out for a week because of his foot, and then the last game he got 4 touches. So my question is, who's running the game? Who's actually running the team? Who and where's the accountability at? So what you guys think?
Just a workhorse. Just a workhorse, like in Varsity Blues, when he said, "I'm just a workhorse," and he gives it all to some sweep to Lance out in the rollout. You know what I mean? Tony Pollard, pay the man. Keep him, and just let's roll with the punches. If you're a team player, Zeke, hop in the back of the bus, number 2.
Yeah,
I want to kind of speak on the loyalty of the Cowboy organization. When it comes to players, and their loyalty to the players, I think sometimes it could be to a fault. For instance, Tyron Smith. You know, we understand that he was a great player. He was. But we have to move on from that. Zeke he's still a great running back, but he's not an RB1.
And we have Zeke for another 4 or 5 years.
Right.
That was a bad. So that's a bad investment.
You got to protect that investment. You got to protect that investment. And running him 20, 30 carries ain't going to be enough. We got to get some elusive running in there from Tony Pollard, and then that strong running from Zeke is what we can expect out of him.
You know what I hate to see is like the moment we cut Zeke, he goes to a championship contender team, like Awuzie.
Yes, Awuzie is going to the Super Bowl. DeMarcus Ware went to the Super Bowl. What the crap?
We groom him. Man,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man.
But I like that. I really like that offensive tackle from Georgia.
Yeah. Will he be available? That's the question.
Hey, man, I think I was probably the only Awuzie fan on the Dallas Cowboy fan. I liked Awuzie.
I did too. I'm right there with you.
They just never just gave him his props, man. They just let him walk. They didn't even try to re-sign him, and they drafted this man in the second round. You know, so you're a second round pick. You know, you think he's going to be there for years, generations and generations. And they just let him walk, and you know he goes to the Bengals, and he's doing good. The man's in the Super Bowl. Congratulations! I'm cheering for him. Cheering for him.
So was it a money issue? Was it? I mean, do you think it was a money issue? No,
they could have signed Awuzie for cheap. You know.
I think that's when Trayvon Diggs came on the scene.
But we kept Anthony Brown. And got rid of Awuzie. And which Awuzie didn't have the best year. Again, we did a lot of grading these players under Mike Nolan, and that's not fair. It's not fair. This guy didn't have a clue what he was doing, and basically that's one reason we got rid of Awuzie. They say, well, he did bad, but the coach sucked. But again, you have the guys in the front office that didn't point the fingers of where it stemmed from, but they blame the players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now let me go back to the Jalen Smith question. Correct me if I'm wrong, but was Jalen Smith was more of a 4-3 player than it was a 3-4 player, correct?
Yeah.
And then whenever he had Jalen Smith last year, he was a 3-4 player.
Yeah.
So you think that kind of screwed him up, running downhill more and sideline to sideline?
Personally, my son did that. My son came from Texas Tech running the 4-3. And then when Wade Phillips brought him in, they went to a 3-4. It was a total different game. So that's why I understand. You know, now you're asking a guy that finished first in the Big 12 in sacks, and now you bring him in and say, hey, we want you to drop back in coverage. Well, that's something that you have to learn. So he actually went from defensive end to linebacker. So it was new, which, he did okay, but playing behind DeMarcus Ware, it just wasn't going to happen. DeMarcus Ware was the guy. But it was something new, and he was more of a pass rusher. So I think that had a lot to do with his success and his failures, because we didn't put him in position to do what he does best. And if you go back and look at his highlight, basically he was known for his sacks and hitting, and catching grass on the edge. So, that's just where I think about it. So I don't know.
Once again, I just think Jalen digressed terribly. Okay. And it was so visible. Okay. Just any common football fan that see anything and recognize what a linebacker should do, filling the hole, covering backs out the backfield. He wasn't doing any of that, man. And then you can tell, man, it seemed like he lost a couple steps. His first year back after the surgery, you see he still had his speed, and it's like he don't have it anymore. And when you at a position where you got to utilize your speed and your toughness, and you don't have it, it wasn't about no injury settlement. It was about performance. And on the field, Jalen Smith did not perform.
Yeah. Hey, but Cowboy Chris's boy, LVE, that guy's a superstar.
See, man, why y'all attacking me today, man?
Great player. He was a great player.
y'all getting both of my greatest players ever, huh? LVE and Jalen Smith. Look, man, I got a whole nother topic on LVE. LVE, that was the Cowboys' fault. And let me tell you why. Okay, we had Sean Lee. Sean Lee was one of the greatest linebackers that could have been in the Cowboy history, but he couldn't stay healthy. Then you go and you drafted a kid that was already hurt. Okay, he was already hurt when you drafted him. Okay, and then guess what happened? The rookie year, he was outstanding. I went and bought the jersey. Y'all see me wear it. I went and got the man jersey. Okay, man, we got our makeup player for Sean, and then the next year, them true colors come out. Hey, man, he a 6 yard down the field tackler too, and I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I think him and Keller Moore were in the same ice bath.
Probably so.
So the question is again, it continues to remain: if we do keep Kellen Moore, where does this offense go? I mean, basically, let's talk about this free agent real quick, this free agency, because basically, according to Stephen Jones, he said that he's going to have to make some tough decisions, as if we will be losing some big names. We don't know what that's going to be, but he did say that it's going to be tough. They're going to have to make some tough decisions on who they're going to keep and who they're going to release. So that's kind of scary, because if that's the case, you're pretty much giving up on this season. Yeah. That's what it sounds to me, because if I'm trying to run it back, well, let's start talking about restructuring contracts and trying to keep those ones that we need. But basically, it sounds as if we might see, it could be a case that we might see DeMarcus Lawrence get cut. Who knows? I don't know. But the way he sounded, as if there's going to be some major decisions to be made. What do y'all think?
Man,
I mean,
there's a lot of
look at who we kept. We kept Dan Quinn. That's a key component to our defense, right? So getting rid of studs on our defense wouldn't bode well for the decision to keep Dan Quinn. I think Dan Quinn needs talent to look as good as he did, and that's what he has in our defense. So
we're over $20 million. We're over $20 million on the salary cap. How do we clear up this money? We got to clear up this money some kind of way.
We've been talking about restructuring deals. We've been talking about restructuring deals for the last 2 weeks. I mean, that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to restructure deals. Go ahead.
So did Dak really cut his? Not cut, but it's in talks already, and it's been done about him restructuring about $12 million.
Yeah, I think it's been done. It was talked about yesterday. I heard it, and I think I had asked you guys. I heard it. I haven't really seen, but I think he saved like $12 million on the cap by restructuring his deal.
Okay, cool. So yeah, there's I mean, according to Stephen Jones, they got to make some tough decisions. And just listening to him is like, okay, dude. I mean, let's run it back. Do
you think that Dan Quinn is going to be a voice for let's keep this guy, but we'll cut this guy, or he has to be, because like Victor Real said, keeping this guy in place to have that defense, he wants to get there, so he has to have that voice. Okay, we're gonna keep this guy, we're gonna let this guy go. I don't know, how do you guys feel he's gonna pretty much be the shot caller on who you keep on defense and who you don't keep?
Well, I go ahead, guys. Y'all go ahead. Chime in.
I think he has to be. I mean, he has to be the guy, man. I mean, when you keep a guy like that, you keep him for a couple of reasons. You keep him for his talent development skills, and then you keep him for plays, like great college plays. And I think he has to be used in both capacities in order for us to see the defense be successful again this season. I don't think Dan Quinn is our issue or our defense. I don't think we should keep Jalen Smith. I don't think we should keep Leighton Vander Esch either. But I think our offense is where we need to put most of our attention on, because it has struggled this whole past season to the point where you know, we couldn't put enough points on the board to beat the teams that we should have beaten.
Yep.
So true. Well, that's some good stuff, guys. Hey, Trackhawk, just hang in here with us, man, because I don't look like we're gonna get anybody else. So with that being said, man, we got like 10 minutes left, 9 minutes left. So let's move right on into this hot topics. I'm sure Chris got something that we can chime in on. What you got for us, Chris?
Man, the hot topics of the day is what everybody has been talking about. You've seen him on CBS Morning News. You've seen him on the first show in the morning on ESPN. That's Mr. Brian Flores suing the NFL for discrimination and a lot of other things. And it's a class action suit. And what a lot of people don't understand, the class action suit is meaning it's going to be more people involved. It's not just him. Okay, he's going to bring in other coaches, other players to talk about the discrimination against black coaches in the NFL. So I'm just wanting to know, how are y'all thinking about this? Do you think his actions are warranted or valid, or do you think he's just blowing smoke?
Trackhawk, what you think?
Okay, First has been with the Dolphins 4 years?
Yes.
I mean, he's brought that organization. I mean, he's kind of built it to where he wanted it. I mean, they were the talk of the NFL, for trash, and look what he's brought them back to. He's smart. He's a real smart offensive guy, but stitches get snitches, or snitches get stitches.
Okay, be too real. What you think about it?
I got my Kwanzaa hat on today.
I see.
That's right.
Black History. My Black History Month. My Black History Month hat. I think. I mean, if the man got valid reasons to feel how he feel, I think we need to listen to him. I didn't really get all the details of what happened, but I mean, once the details start coming in, I think I could make a better assumption of what happened. But as of right now, just let him talk and let's see what he got to say.
Armando, what you think?
So he's put out some details. He's put out saying, you know what? I went to an interview with the Broncos. He literally said John Elway and his people came in drunk. He's put out some. He says the whole Bill Belichick text. You guys know, Bill Belichick mistakenly texted him, thinking it was the other coach. Brian, which was I don't know his last name. The coach the Giants just hired. It's a touchy subject. I heard a comparison this morning and it was kind of like, it's right on the money. They're kind of comparing him to, is he the next Colin Kaepernick? Is he the next, let me kneel, who's gonna kneel with me? And he already has one guy. He has one guy that came out. What is it? A Cleveland ex-head coach.
Oh yeah. Oh God, what's that guy? And he used to coach the Raiders too.
Hugh Jackson.
Hugh Jackson, yeah.
Hugh Jackson's already kind of like, hey, look, this was happening to me. I was told to lose games for the Browns. So he has one guy kind of riding with him already, and there's more expected. A big name that was brought up that people want to know, will he step up or will he have anything to say, which is Mike Tomlin. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for. Mike Tomlin, he's had this bond with the Pittsburgh organization, and he's a big influence, and he's one of the, I think, the only African American coach, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's a big name too. That's a big name.
People are kind of like, is he gonna speak up? Is he gonna say anything? But it's finna get bumpy, and I think more names are gonna come out. I saw a tweet earlier. I can't think of the name. It was an ex-head coach, and so there's people that are gonna start chiming in, and details are gonna come out, and it's gonna get rocky for the NFL. Mm-hmm. So we gotta wait and see.
Gee, what you think, bro?
Personally, man, I support what he's doing. I just, my personal opinion. If these guys knew that they already had a head coach and you're only doing it because you're following protocol, why even bring them in? And I always say, I say, why even the league even bring the protocol in? Don't use me as, well, guess what? We have to bring one in. That's what it seems like to me. We have to bring one in. We not necessarily mean we have to hire. I mean, you look at the playing field right now. It's just what it is. I mean, as far as a person of color, how many people do you have out there that's head coaching these teams? Not many. But again, I say this: the owner has he has a choice of who he wants to hire. So I was always against this Rooney Rule, because guess what? Because you got this Rooney Rule in position doesn't necessarily mean it's going to get hired. But I say that is just a prop. So we interviewed one, and sure enough, it came to a head with this coach here. Basically, everything came out, and basically, I'm sure it is not only the time that this has happened, but it happened more than once. So I agree with him. I mean, and I'm sure we're going to see more. So, let's see what happens.
I agree. Well, look, in my hot topics, it is February, so we also got a little Black History notes. Okay, so my brown brothers are with us, but y'all can participate in Black History too. Okay, but look, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I'm gonna see how far y'all knowledge go. Do you guys know the first Black professional football player's name? Do you know who that is?
No, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you.
B, you know?
Oh yeah, that was John Earl.
Wrong. Armando, do you know?
I have no idea.
Do you know?
Wasn't it the one from St. Louis?
No. I'm gonna introduce y'all to Fitz Pollard. Fitz Pollard was the first African American player in professional football in 1920. He played for the Akron Professionals. That's the name of their team, was the Akron Professionals. All right. He played there. He was also the first Black head coach as a player coach in 1922 for the Akron Professionals. Okay. He played quarterback, also played running back for them. All right. He was also, after his playing career, he also was an entrepreneur. He had his first he was also a talent manager. He owned his own bank, and he owned his own newspaper. His name was Mr. Fitz Pollard. All right.
Is he related to Tony Pollard?
Not Tony.
Great grandfather.
Yeah. Now, one more. Now, this is Cowboy related. Do you know who the first Black player for the Cowboys was?
Educated.
1960.
It was 1960. Yes.
Frank
Anybody
Clark.
know? Who did you say?
Frank Clark.
You are right, B. Frank Clark was the first African American player for the Dallas Cowboys. He played wide receivers for the Cowboys. Okay. Also, I bet you didn't know this. Frank Clark was the first African American sports anchor for Channel 8 here in Dallas, Texas.
Wow, that's cool.
There you go with your Black History moment.
Yeah.
That's cool right there.
Yeah, yes,
That's
sir.
what's up. That's
B,
what's
I'm
up.
glad you got it. I was hoping somebody was gonna get this, man. Yes, he was.
Well, that's what's up, man. Hey, man, I think we covered everything we need to cover tonight, man. I'm telling you, Trackhawk, man, we sure appreciate you coming in, man, and being a part of this group, which I know you be in the back scene anyway, man. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hey,
Versus
I
everybody.
love his comments. I love his comments every week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And we appreciate everybody else, Lorraine. We appreciate you, SSB Kids. That's Amondo's boy. He's an Eagle fan. Appreciate him coming through. We invite everybody. We show love to everybody. Felicia Carley, Randall Smith come through. He's a 49er fan. Larry Glaspie, he comes through. Also, who else we got here? Tavana.
Tavanya, that's your
that's Kimfo. Yeah,
that's my wife.
That's right. But
KJ Sports.
We want to, that's right. Thanks to everybody, man, that participated tonight, man. And like I said, we're just a small group of fanatics that support our Cowboys, man. And we just like to get on here and just talk Cowboy talk, man. And with that being said, man, we just want to say thank you. And we have hit the 400 mark. How about that?
Yeah.
So that's great, man. So we're going to keep pushing this thing. So you guys continue to stay tuned the Cowboy Huddle, and we're going to bring you more update, latest news, and things like that. So anybody else got anything to say before we head out of here?
Hey, Hampton, what was that you said the other day about the Pro Bowl, but we should make it to what?
Free agent bowl.
There you go.
I mean, think about it. I mean, Pro Bowl is a joke. Nobody wants to get hurt. The Hall of Fame Bowl is a joke. Nobody wants to get hurt. So you create a bowl where you can get these guys that's looking for a job.
Show up and show out.
Show up and show out. And you got the scouts out there. You got the teams out there, and you know you recruit from that game. So it's just an idea.
I actually just heard coming home. I was hearing the radio. There's no kickoff on the Pro Bowl. There will be no kickoff.
Yeah.
Believe me, I would not be rushing home to watch the Pro Bowl. I believe.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Well, I got one more thing to say. You know, once I saw my inspirational from Gary today about my attitude adjustments and everything like that, I just want you to know, Gary, I have adjusted my attitude, and I can't blame anybody but myself. Okay,
bro, you know it's a lot bigger than you, bro. That's not directed at you. It's you know, yeah. That's not, you know what I mean? You know, it's something that you.
Hey, Chris, that's two. That's two.
Was that two?
For night. That's two.
I'm done.
Yeah. It's all good though, man. I'm sure somebody will get that, man. You know what I'm saying? But real talk. Now, I hope I didn't step on your toes, brother.
No.
That wasn't directed at you.
Hey, man, I went and looked in the mirror. I looked in the mirror and I said, Christopher, adjust your attitude, buddy. And I did.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad I was a help to you, my man. Hey, that helps you to be a better man. I guess I can say a job well done. Hey, so with that being said, guys, I want to say don't nothing happen to sleeping but a dream. So let's make it happen, Dallas Cowboy. Deuces, baby.